Hi folks, Buffin here with your Antifa News Briefa for September 15th, 2021. This is about Fantasy Island and a little bit about Boney and Jamal, aka Jamel. So, Fantasy Island, the reboot, their new updated Fantasy Island. I never saw the original Fantasy Island, so I don't know how it compares to the original. And I'm not going to say much about the show. I don't want to spoil too much. I just want to talk about some of the themes and ideas presented in the show. One, beautiful, beautiful women in the show, and good acting, good stories, like a good show all around. But I love beautiful women, so, and beautiful men too, I'm sure, if you're into that sort of thing. But like, for instance, like the stars of the show, the host of the island is beautiful and amazing, and the new tattoo is super beautiful. Again, according to my taste, I feel like that's an improvement. But as far as having another super beautiful character on the show that I like to see, and she's a good actor too. Um, Good acting from the beautiful women on the show and other people. They have different people come to the island. So basically, it's a kind of like a therapy or a catalyst or catharsis for the people who come. Kind of like a they deal with different issues. So I saw a few different episodes. I don't think I saw all of them. I saw the first one. I saw the one where they go to Cuba, and since this is Antifa News Briefa show, um, yeah, that's one where they, present this. It's kind of comical how like anti-communist it is, anti-Cuba it is. That could be written by Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio or something. But it's what you expect on a Fox show, I guess. It's pretty good. I mean, it's still an entertaining show. It's comically anti-communist and anti-Cuba. That's too bad. And so I can't speak to some of the other episodes if they maybe have some things that should be objected to or discussed or something like that. But what I saw, I enjoyed. The one tonight was about literature, kind of. So that was kind of cool because I like writing and stuff. Beautiful girl in that one too, the guest star. Um, so anyway, great show. Lots of fun to watch. But I did want to talk about a couple of themes in it. It's like Beautiful Girls is a great reason to watch it. I loved Twin Peaks. I don't really even like mystery and horror at all. I mean, I like mystery. I don't really like horror at all, but and Twin Peaks is a little kind of creepy mystery, kind of horror, just slightly, but beautiful, beautiful girls acting in it, and just I love that aspect of it. And so, any show that has really beautiful actors in it, I'm gonna enjoy that when they can do good characters and good stories. And this does have good stories. Again, I think it probably is better than original Fantasy Island, but I never saw it, so I don't know. I don't know that Fantasy Island had the same theme. They go to a magical world when they go to Fantasy Island. They have a transformative experience in a magical world, and that teaches them something about themselves. So it's a good stories included. So the one today, there's uh, a literature theme to it, and so yeah, I like books and stuff. I'm a writer myself, so I enjoyed that part of it. Um, there's time travel and space travel as well. They go different places. There's an interesting theme about how some people can stay in the fantasy in different ways. And to me, that's like having a magical world that you can enter, but you can also re enter, which is true of the magical world. It's also like we have different pathways or doorways to get to that magical world. So, for instance, falling in love is a classic pathway. People feel the world is magical when they fall in love. And then they might still be with the same person. Love changes or the people change or whatever it is to where they don't, even though they're in the relationship, it doesn't seem like the entry into the magical world. It still can be possibly, or people need other entries into the magical world besides the relationship. Relying on that, having things feel not magical, makes people, you know, gets people into a rut that like a ditch that takes them out of the magical world instead of allowing to flow into it, and having more magic flow into you. So it's nice to think that's the main thing that made me want to make this video, is just this idea that there's exceptions and people who take the magic with them, or people who through going to a magical world find a way to make more magic in their own world. And I think that's a cool conception to address and deal with. The other thing is like there's some sexiness to it, like not much. Like it's not anything. It's appropriate for the show because it's the type of show you could watch with your kids or your parents or something. It's not, excessively graphic or anything. Just some suggestions of sexuality and stuff in the show, which are, enjoyable and good and anti-fascist because sex and sexuality are anti-fascist. Is one reason. One other reason I wanted to make this video for this Antifa News Briefa channel show. But basically, it made me think after seeing Boney M today. I love Boney M. They're so good. I just discovered them thanks to YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Earlier this year, they were in a playlist with my band Foxen. And it just was a magical connection to me to see like some sexuality depicted in Fantasy Island, but kind of like modern day. Like when you think back, there's been previous eras when more sexiness and sexuality was shown on like over-the-air TV. And it's been kind of going downhill as America's increased the fascism under Trump and other stuff lately. That's been the trend. There hasn't been as much. And again, this is what's in Fantasy Island is appropriate for the format and type of show it is. It's not like I'm saying, oh, they need more sexiness in there. But more sexiness in general is something I'm a fan of. And it was just so interesting to watch Jamel, aka Jamal, popular YouTube reactor, that I love his videos. I love his reactions, and his taste in music is similar to mine in a lot of ways that I enjoy. But he did Boney M today. And like I said, I just discovered Boney M because YouTube put him in a playlist with my Foxen music, Foxen, which I hope Jamel will react to that someday, make us famous. And when he got to the vocal part, the solo part, she gets pretty passionate in Daddy Cool is the song. And he was like, he had to take off the headphones. He was like, I'm gonna have to go take a cold shower after this. Like, it was like, at first he was like, is this even the right video or is it messed up? Because he keeps saying the same lyrics, but it's not just about the lyrics. It's about the emotion. It's about the meaning of it, which came through, but it's like, whoa, from another era, that's more than we're used to now. I just thought it was an interesting contrast. So thanks for watching.